How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to my games pickup video for the month of September 2017. I don't know if it shows up in the video really well, but I have quite a few games here. I think 22 in total. This was just a really good month for me for picking up games. So I have all these games out in front of me. I'll give a little description of how I came to get all of these games as we go along. And at the end of the video, how about you let me know what your favorite game is that you see in the video. So let's go ahead and get started. So I think a total of 7. A total of 7 Nintendo Switch games were released in the United States this month. Let's go through them in order. Yeah, I did obtain every single one. Let's see, we got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. We have EA Sports FIFA 18, and this is so stupid. You can see there on the spine, it actually says EA Sports FIFA 18. It's not just FIFA 18. So, how proud of your soccer game do you have to be in order to put the name of your company there on the spine? I don't understand. We got Lego The Ninjago Movie, the video game. That's literally what it's called. That's so hard to say. It's up there with, like, the Lego Movie, the video game. That was the name of that game when that came out way back when. Lego games are always really fun. The Ninjago Movie I haven't seen. I heard it got mixed reviews. Haven't played the game yet, so hopefully it's better than the movie. Lego Worlds, which is really, really fun, really addicting. I highly recommend you get this game if you can. So we also had, of course, Pokken Tournament Deluxe, or DX. It's pronounced Deluxe, it just says DX. So that came out this month. Of all the games to come out this month, I think that's the one that's most high profile. We also have Rayman Legends, and I've been a fan of Rayman since the beginning, since like the original Rayman came out. I played that on PC. Would you believe the original Rayman was actually developed for the Atari Jaguar? And then it was ported to the PC and the PS1. But that being what it is, Rayman Legends Definitive Edition came out on the Switch this month. It's a whole lot of fun. I recommend that game as well. There's so many good games on the Switch. It's amazing. And then the final game was RBI Baseball. RBI Baseball 2017 is the full name of it. So, it says 2017 on the front. It says just 17 on the side. I don't know what to think of these games being in all sorts of random named orders. I don't know. I just put them on my shelf and play them. I don't care about what their real title is. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get my N64 games out of the way. With these 5 games, I'm now up to 70 total. The quarter way mark for the system is 74 titles. There's 296 total, so 74 marks the quarter of the way there, and I'm planning on picking up those 4 to reach that point next month. For this month, though, we did get 5 games. At my local retro game store, this cost less than 20 bucks altogether for these. Looks like I didn't do a good job of taking off the markings on this. We got Mission Impossible. I don't know how well this is showing up. I'm seeing a huge glare because of my lights. I'm just gonna pretend that you guys can see this. Mission Impossible. NFL Quarterback Club 99. There's so many sports games on the N64. There's, I think, a third of the North American library is sports games. It's ridiculous. Quest 64. This is, I haven't actually played this, but I've heard good things about it. It's one of those games on the system that no one really knows about, but the people who do know about it love it. They love to play it, so this is one of those underrated games. Ready to Rumble Boxing. Boxing games I sort of understand, because, like, how many people would actually box in real life, whereas with, say, football, if you wanted to play football, you can go and play football. And, finally, the 5th game is Wheel of Fortune. And I picked this up because I saw, I was like, how do you make Wheel of Fortune into a video game? So I got this and I just had to find out. Same with Jeopardy. There's a Jeopardy on the N64. And they're hilarious games just for the concept of playing like game show games on the N64. It's just hilarious to me. Let's see here. So I've decided to start going after Wii U titles. There's only 160 released physical games in North America. That means for every 3 games you get, you complete 2% of the library. That's not exact, but it's pretty close. So I got 2 Wii U games this month. I actually got a third, but it didn't arrive in time for this video, so whatever. The first game I got was The Legend of K Anniversary, and I got this for one reason and one reason only. You see the box? That's a generic white DVD box. It doesn't even have the Nintendo logo anywhere on the inside. This is, to my knowledge, the only Wii U game that has done this. One of the few Wii U games that does not have a blue box. There's a few others. I mean, all the Mario games have red boxes, at least here in North America. I think you Europeans get the blue box treatment. New Super Luigi Bros. U, I believe, has a green box. And then this has a white box. It's so odd. When I first heard about this, I thought, well, I need to get it just for that reason alone. From what I've heard, the game isn't as good as you might imagine. I like the art on the cover, but I haven't played it yet, so whatever. I got it just for that reason. White box. And then I looked at Best Buy, and they actually had this game for $9 retail. And I'm a Best Buy GCU member, which means, or GCU, Gamers Club Unlocked. So I got this for 20% off that, so this came out to like $7.50 for me. By far the cheapest I've ever seen a Wii U game, especially brand new. This was shrink wrapped when I got it. Mighty Number 9. Now I gotta warn you, this game bricks Wii U systems. There are plenty of people who have put this in their system, and their system completely freezes, and they've had to unplug it from the wall in order to reset it. It's incredibly buggy. This was supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Mega Man. Didn't work out so well. That being said, for $7.50, I'll take it, especially if I want to go after a Wii U collection now. These 2 titles double my library. The only Wii U games I still had before this were Splatoon and Super Smash Bros. I had sold the rest of them or traded them in to make room for some of the games that were being ported to the Switch, and also to fund my Xbox One. So, basically the games I had, I sold high, and hopefully in the near future they'll sell low, and I'll just be able to buy them for way less than I sold them for. That's my plan. With only 160 games in the Wii U's library, that's just a hair over half of what the N64 has. And I already have a quarter of the N64 library after just 9 months of collecting $20 a month. So, with any luck in a few years, when Wii U games just drop in price because they cannot compete with Switch games, I'm going to pick up my Wii U games and slowly build up my library. And the best thing is, even now, the most expensive game is Hello Kitty, and that's still only $100. I say only as if it's no big deal, but if you think about it, you could still go to the store and find a lot of brand new Wii U games for $60. That's not that bad. That's not as hyperinflated as, say, the difference between Wheel of Fortune, which is what, a $5 game tops, and Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut, which is $300. Actually, I got mine for $300. I think it's going for more like $400, $450 now. You get the idea. And speaking of me picking up games for cheap from Best Buy, they had a rewards thing for GCU members, where you buy one Xbox One game and you get one for free. And so I picked up these 2 Xbox One games to help open up my collection just a little more. So we have Rise of the Tomb Raider. This was like, I don't know, $15. These were both $15, and then of course one was half off. And I figure, you know, $15 for this, I'll give it a try. Tomb Raider, can't really go wrong with that. And then this one I got for one reason only. You can probably guess what it is once you see it. Sunset Overdrive. If you know anything about the Xbox One, and actually if you don't, you probably know there aren't that many exclusives on it. Most of the games that are marketed as exclusives are console exclusives. You could still play it on PC. This is one of the few games that is a true console exclusive. The only way you can play this is if you buy it for Xbox One. There's 7 games total. One of them is Japanese. 2 of them are Halo games. One of those is Halo Master Chief Collection. The other one's Halo 5, I think. And then there's a Forza game of some kind. Forza Motorsport 7, I think. Maybe something like that. Anyway, this is one of the only true exclusives. There's 6 total in North America. This is one of them. So I haven't played it yet. As you can see, it's rated M, so I definitely can't recommend it to you guys, especially if you're a younger viewer, but that's the reason I got that one. And I figure, you know what, both of these for 25 bucks total, I'll take that. So why not? So thank you, Best Buy, for that opportunity to get me one of the only Xbox One true exclusives. With any luck, we'll be getting more in the future because now Phil Spencer's in charge and he's done nothing but good things for the Xbox division. But until that happens, that's all we got. Let's see. So we got 2 limited run games this month. We got N++. I actually have no idea what this is, but I got it. It was an impulse buy. I told myself I was just going to skip this one, but then I saw it was still up 2 hours after it had been after the time had gone up. So I figured, you know what, why not? So I got N++, and this one I'm very happy to have, and I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm just going to take a guess. Ease Origin. Now, I've looked up the pronunciation on Google. They say it's E-E-S-S. So I'm going to call it Ease. So the thing with this is this was one of the first times LRG had done this. They left this up the whole day and just let you order whenever you wanted. And then they made enough copies to fill up the orders. Usually what they do is they make a limited number, say 3,700, let's just say that. And then they put them up like 2,000 at 9 a.m. and then the other 1,700 later in the day. 5 or 6 p.m., whatever it is. That usually is how they do things, but with this they decided, since it was such a high-profile game, they were just going to put it up and make enough to fulfill all the orders. I wish they did that with every game, because then it could still be limited, but people would have a much better chance of getting them. Maybe not as limited as 3,000 copies, I'm sure there may be 10,000 or more of these made, but still. I'm very happy that they did that. I'm very happy to add that to my collection. Let's see, I got some Pokemon games this month. Got Pokemon Platinum, and I had to double check and make sure it was real. It's real. Platinum is notorious for being the Pokemon game that is the hardest to tell if it's fake or not. They're getting really good with faking Pokemon games, and Platinum is the biggest one that they fake. This is real. I'm super happy with that. I also got 2 other Pokemon games just in these generic Game Boy cases, or DS cases, until I can make custom covers. I got Pokemon Emerald, and I got Pokemon Ruby, and I'm very happy that I got this. This was 20 bucks for Ruby, and it came with the instruction booklet. So, my eventual plan with the Pokemon games is to get every single Pokemon game, including spin-offs, complete in box. Obviously with the Generation 4 games and on, and the GameCube games and on, that's easy. Because, I mean, how many people threw away this? But they were much more likely to throw away the boxes that the Gen 1, 2, and 3 games came in, and the N64 games. So it's going to be a very expensive, very long-term goal of mine. And if any of you have extra Pokemon boxes from anything, let me send me a message, and I'll be happy to work something out if you're willing to give them up. So that's 3 more Pokemon games knocked off my list of games that I need, and I believe I'm up to 15 games so far, not counting Pokemon Green, and there's currently 27 released, so I have over half of the main series Pokemon games, and I'm hoping to pick up 3 more next month. I've mentioned this during live streams. I'm trying to start a Pokemon-a-thon in late November where I play through every main series Pokemon game, and I need those main series games. I'm down to only 5 I need now. I need Red, Crystal, Fire Red, White 2, and Ultra Sun. Ultra Sun obviously isn't released yet. White 2 I can get online. And then the other 3 I'm just going to pick up next month. Excuse me. So we have 2 piles left. I'm going to save the best one for last. So what I ended up doing was I hit up a Goodwill, and they had these games for I think $4 each. I'm actually a little upset because they had a case for Star Wars The Force Unleashed on PSP, and I would have bought that despite not even having a PSP, but the game inside was not Star Wars The Force Unleashed. It was something completely different, so I was so upset by that. So, but all the rest of these have the correct games inside and the manuals for most of them. So we got Dance Dance Revolution for the PS1, and this is only, I think, my fourth PS1 game. I have Spyro 1 and 3 and Final Fantasy 7, and now I have Dance Dance Revolution. I'll probably never play it, but it helps to flesh out my PS1 library. I have Wii Sports. This is obviously the one that came with a Wii, one of the, 100 million out there. It comes complete with the manual, the disc, the cardboard box. I believe they made an actual, like, DVD-style case later, but from what I've seen on eBay, those are way too expensive for me to go out and get. This was $4, the cases are $20, I'm not going to put myself through that. We have Xbox 360 game, Halo 3, and this is just in a generic DVD case. It didn't come with instructions, didn't come with anything, just the game and the case. And the case is in incredibly bad condition, so at some point I'm sure I'll get a replacement 360 case for that. And then, I got my very first 2 OG Xbox games. This is pretty cool. So we have a Crimson Skies High Road to Revenge. This is a not for resale case, but from what I have researched, that's just because this was a game that was packed in with the console. It wasn't one that you could just buy at GameStop or whatever. This was like, when you bought a console, it came with this game. So it's not rare, it's not expensive, but you know what? OG Xbox, I didn't have any games yet, so why not? And then the other one was Blood Wake. Again, no idea what it is, but hey, OG Xbox, now I have 2 of those games to add to my collection. I'm slowly but surely getting games for every single console, or at least every single major console. I count 36 total just by my own preference, and I think I have games now for 15, so almost half. And here's my last pile of stuff that I got, and I've actually shown off most of the stuff in this pile already in previous videos. But I'm always saving my my prize of the month, I guess is what I would call it, until last. So here we go. So we got Metroid Samus Returns, the special edition. Again, I've already opened this up on camera. I'm very happy to have this, very excited. I love this game so much, it's so easy to get lost in there. Honestly, of all the games that have been released this month across every single platform, I actually recommend you get this one more than any of the others, even Pokken Tournament. Samus Returns, just the best game that was released this month. I got Pokemon Alpha Sapphire just to help thicken up my Pokemon collection. Now I have every single Generation 6 game, every Gen 7 game, there's only 2 so far, whatever. So yeah, I'm slowly filling up my Pokemon collection. This came with inserts, the game, everything. And then my pickup of the month. I'm sure you already guessed if you've seen my videos, but here it is. My Metroid Samus Returns new 3DS XL. I love this thing so much. It's so beautiful. It is, it's awesome. I actually play this a little bit for Samus Returns, but for the most part I keep it nice in the box to keep it protected and awesome. It's not sealed. It's not like the thing that I'm sitting on and I'm going to sell it in a few years. I'm going to keep this for a long time, and I'm going to enjoy using it. It's just, it belongs in the box where it can be protected. So that was my pickup of the month, and that was my pickups of September 2017. Next month is October. With any luck, I'll get the last 4 games I need to hit the quarter-way mark of my N64 set. There's plenty of Switch games coming out. Plenty of Switch games. I'm talking like over 15 Switch games. This was 7, so over twice this. And I'm hitting up the Houston Arcade Expo as well, so hopefully I'll have some awesome stuff to show you guys, including some surprises. So definitely come back next month to see all of those. I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching. Here's the entitle card. Hi everyone, this is Skul. If you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, hit that little bell so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. That does it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.